Greetings, Hex and counter players, to my campaign series Vietnam, Khe Sanh, the Hill Fights, video 2 of 2. We rejoined the battle at turn 5 of 15. So we were assaulted out of that victory location to the southeast of this unit, and then we took refuge in this bunker position because the North Vietnamese seemed to have an overwhelming force which would have overcome our infantry squad or infantry platoon. So at this point we're hoping to reduce the North Vietnamese by taking advantage of our defensive position here. Hopefully we can score a few hits with the artillery. On artillery, it is quite effective against units in shrub, but it's not so effective against trenches, and not effective at all against bunkers. So you're just wasting your time. So we're putting some artillery on that 7, 9, 10 unit and also that victory location, just a higher probability that the North Vietnamese have a unit in that position. So here we go, place an airstrike. So where am I going? So it's always good to place them onto known positions. This hex down here had a heavy machine gun in it, and 47-48 had a recoilless rifle, so he'll get some love too at some stage. Turn 6 of 15. Now notice this 49-47 hex is scrub normal. So this is an excellent hex for our artillery to attack. In fact, this is where we get our best results. So let's hope we can land a hit on this guy before he moves. Now that water between the hex and the GPMG is only a stream, so the North Vietnamese unit there could assault the two GPMGs, and we're lucky enough there to get a retreat, which is a bit unfortunate given I was looking forward to using the artillery there on the scrub hex. So we have a good fire factor here of 33, and we got another retreat, so this is all looking pretty good to us at the moment. Certainly in this game, if you look at the North Vietnamese factors, they're very strong, so you've got to be quite careful with your US forces and the free will forces. If they get too close and in number, the North Vietnamese favourite tactic is an assault. So you've always got to have that in the front of your mind when playing as the free will forces. So our unit here to the east is pretty weak. He lost a point. He's only a 2-6 anyway, so not the strongest unit in the world, that's for sure. Our artillery, now he retreated from this hex 49, 47. I think it was into 48, 46. And the guy from 51, 48, I think he retreated to 50, 48. So hence why I'm putting the artillery in that hex. So 46, 45, of course we're putting artillery over there because we know his mortar is over there. And we have an airstrike scheduled for 52, 48. So, so another NVA platoon has arrived. Excellent. Reinforcements have arrived. Excellent. So he got reduced by 1 and disrupted. So turn 7. So far so good. We're inflicting some damage on the North Vietnamese platoons, and we haven't taken much damage ourselves. A little bit nervous about our GPMG in that 50-46. These chaps up here are hunting for the mortar eventually. But I might move them down south here because that might give them a chance to attack these North Vietnamese platoons. Well, as you can see here, there's 9, 18, 27 assault points around my 2 GPMGs, who only have 14 points on defence, but they're in a cave which I think has a trench defence factor. Ooh, that was a bit disappointing. I was having something there. And as I've mentioned, they're going after the GPMGs. I think we just stick to our plan at this stage, stay located in this bunker and keep chipping away. Bit disappointing that firing against that 6, 9, 10. Oh well, put an artillery on him, he's bound to move somewhere. So aviation, we'll give that recoilless rifle a bit of love. And this squad here will move me up around the back here to this victory location. We didn't get fired at there, so this victory location may be vacant. Right, so here's our reinforcements, and they're all the way over on the other side of the map in hex, what's that, 14951. Disrupted. Excellent. Reduced by 2. Reduced by 1 and disrupted. So, at this stage our tactics of going back to the bunker, I think have been a net positive. Turn 8. So if we have a look at the sit rep, well, we're +4, so that at least we still have a draw. That's something at this stage. The free world forces are always more sensitive to losses than the North Vietnamese. That's another thing, they're attacking the engineer unit. Excellent. Reduced by 1. Good old recoilless rifle still pinging away. Yeah, so he's 10 defensively, but when he's disrupted, he's only 5. Decide just to fire at him rather than assault. That could have been a mistake actually. They've crossed that forward, so I'm not sure about the movement points. Oh, reduced by 2 again. So he's down to a 2 in strength. Or is that 2 strength? No effect. So go. Taking another victory location. The artillery come down, so that's ooh, the air attack took a point off the recoilless rifle. So he only has strength of 3, but his defense is still 10. So I can't really assault at this stage. Well, I'm a little bit nervous about this guy down here in the east. Perfect. Rats. Retreated. Oh, I suppose that's something. Where'd he go though? As scenarios go, this one's a fairly static battle at the moment. You can imagine if I tried to take on these North Vietnamese units outside of the bunker, they'd soon overwhelm the US forces. So this is more of a World War One sort of battle, which is not so different when you think about it from the Battle of Normandy. In any sort of jungle type combat, there is a lot of static positioning. So it's only out in the plains where you get a lot of movement and probably more entertaining view. But this is the nature of jungle combat. It can have these moments. Given that it's largely infantry, but we'll keep on going and see if we can get some sort of a result. Yeah, so he's pretty good. He's defending in a bunker and he's got 11. So this guy's pretty strong. Not the most powerful on offense, but has a good defense. Event points. Turn 10. So this is what I was a bit nervous about with these guys. So currently he's got 10, 20, 30. Their defence points, so it's 9, 18, 27 against our defence of 11, but we are in a bunker. So will he try it or not? May seem like an odd move there, but from a 27 situation down to an 18 assault situation. Right, on a happier note, we can assault this mortar. It only has a defence of 4, so 59 v 12. So we reduced him by 1. Yeah, I actually meant to place the a mortar attack there, and obviously I didn't press the control button down. The Voight F-8 Crusader, Navy aircraft or Air Force? Oh, he's tried an assault. It wasn't strong enough. Oops, reduced. Second assault. Oh, our again, we're surrounded by 27 points of assault factors. I have grave concerns for this unit. 59.8. We have to get him this time, surely. Event points, so that's good news. Unfortunately, I can't really get another unit to assist this 57-51 US platoon. I've got a feeling I might have to do a runner from there at some stage. Marine reduced by 3 and disrupted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's never good. He's only a 1 That is a bad sign for us. Sit rep is... We're hanging on for a draw at this stage, 47 points. But I fear if we lose this squad, that could be curtains for us. So maybe that's a clue also, is where the NVA mortar's located, the headquarters could be located in the same vicinity. Something to remember for later on. So just in case they come after me, I was thinking about putting some artillery behind there. The GPMG is eliminated. I think there goes the draw. Losing an MG is never good. Now the 25 event points. Right, so there you go. I have snatched a minor defeat from the jaws of a draw. I think made a couple of mistakes there. I forgot to bring my helicopter into the action. I remember receiving it as a reinforcement, and then I forgot to fly it into the action. So that was a big mistake, and I made some mistakes with my GPMGs, and of course that unit in the east, pretty difficult situation, that one. You want to try and get the victory points, but you can't afford to lose the unit. So I hope you found the hill fights in Khe Sanh interesting scenario. It's quite a technically difficult one, I think. It can teach you a bit about artillery and airstrikes and just general movement and that type of thing in the game. Okay, well, I'll close this one off here, and I'll look forward to bringing you something new in the future. So enjoy your gaming, and see you next time. Bye.